If you don't know Thomas Extreme, folks, Thomas Extreme is a veteran of this industry. He's been in the sport for going on 20 years now. He's been around for a long time. Do not let his stature fool you, or the fact that he seems a little maybe off mentally, perhaps. I think it's safe to say. He's a dangerous individual. I've seen Thomas when he first broke into this business. This man has absolutely no fear. Some would argue common sense perhaps has left him as well. But
fashion taste.
That very well could be, Logan, absolutely. But he's absolutely fearless. He will take any risk. He will take any chance. He will do anything necessary to win the match. And that makes him one dangerous individual. As we sit here tonight, folks, we've got a huge night of action planned for you. 6 matches, 18 stars, 2+ hours of a revival that you, the fans, have been praying for. Well, be careful what you ask for, fans, because now you have it. High Velocity Wrestling is back. We couldn't be happier and more thrilled to be here back with you again here in Western North Carolina. This is our home. The Trinity Fairview Family Center will be considered HVW's brand new home. And Thomas is really losing his mind right now, what's left of it. He's ready. I think it's safe to say he's ready for this match. Well, what's your take on that?
There's a lady in front I think he's focusing on more than the actual opponents at this time.
Yeah, I mean,
she needs to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, she could have a mean right hook. You never know.
She's definitely got a mean bowl cut.
All right, let's be nice. Let's be nice. This is the fans we're talking about here. Folks, this is one young man to be excited about. This is one Matthew Miller. They call him the Eye of the Tiger. Dude, Matt is absolutely jacked up for this match, dude. He cannot wait to get started. He may be more excited than we are tonight to get this thing going.
Joining the crowd. Oh, now he's back.
And I'll tell you something about Miller, Logan. He is absolutely full of energy, full of promise, got a lot of potential. He's been explained to me by trainers of HVW as being basically just a pile of clay. He's easily to be molded, to be sculpted, to be a superstar of tomorrow. He's got a lot of potential, as I said before. He's got a lot riding on this match. He's got a lot to prove here at Resurrected.
Do my ears deceive me, or is that in sync?
That is in sync. God help us all. This, my friends, is Kid Holiday, and people may hate him just as much as they hate the song. It's entirely possible. But I will tell you this, something about Kid. Kid does not really care what you think. Much in the same vein as Extreme. He's not as, we would say, perhaps unstable as Extreme.
He might not care what people think about him, but I'm definitely going to rip on him for this. Might not survive it, though.
Well, he's got, Kid is, Kid is really going nuts right now. I'm telling you. He, and the crowd's already giving it to him.
That was a bold choice with going with NSYNC. He knew what he was in for.
And Kid trying to give away his T-shirt. Is that going to happen?
Well, asking the crowd if anybody's trustworthy is always a losing opposition.
And folks, if you know about the matches happening at Resurrected tonight, then you know that this man right here, talk about the future of HVW.
Did you see that theory?
I saw that. Matthew Miller grabbed his shirt just now. I have no idea what he plans on doing with it. This man coming out now, number 4 in the match. He calls himself, there he is, folks, the great Alexander Moss. Climbing the ladder of success here in High Velocity Wrestling. He's a new face to the HVW faithful. He's a new face to our company. And we are a company that's very much, yes, this is our relaunch. Yes, this is our return. We're a company that's very much honoring our past, respecting our past, while also believing in our future and planning for it. And this man's a huge part of it. TGA. He's the real deal, Logan. I'm telling you right now. He's all 4 men in this match have what it takes to become true stars here in HVW. And TGA could become, I'm gonna flat out say he could become a heavyweight title contender at some point down the road.
Well, I'm picking Thomas Extreme to win.
It's probably not a bad choice. Like we said before, Extreme's a veteran. He's a wily veteran at that. I don't know if the word cagey has ever applied to anyone better than it applies to Thomas Extreme. He's a cagey veteran of this business. And now Matthew Miller's having some fun with Kid Holiday.
This is just immature, Tom.
I don't know. I think it's fine. I mean, we're leaving a little bit of stress at the beginning of the match. These 4 men are going to be completely intense as this thing gets underway, I'm sure. But any chance they can to kind of get one over on Holiday, because he hates it so much. Obviously, he hates it.
Well, there's just two things you don't do. You don't mess with the man's shirt, and you don't mess with the man's towel.
Well, this is true. I guess once the wardrobe gets involved, that's a big deal. So Extreme doing the smart thing, maybe just standing back and just biding his time and seeing how all this plays out. Folks, there you see over the set there, one of our great sponsors, Aaron's. Happy to, thrilled actually to be involved with that great company, and they've been a great partner to us so far, and we look forward to working with them in the very near future.
I heard they're giving me that TV at the end of the night.
That's you may have heard wrong about that. I got to be honest with you, I didn't hear that at all.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
No.
So while Logan continues with his delusions of grandeur, we begin, and so much for the test of strength here. Thomas pairing up with Moss. Holiday, there's a chop. First chop of the night. First chop of the return of HVW.
We have some coordination going on here, Tom.
I think so. A little bit of the. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
nice flip. Beautiful drop kick. Moss got way up. So did Miller. Got some elevation on that one. Maybe we'll see some cooperation now between Miller and Moss, but I don't think it's going to last long. This match is fatal four-way rules, easy for me to say, which means that the first man to get the pin wins the match. This is not an elimination-style match. It's every man for himself. Moss and Miller. Nice show of sportsmanship right there. I have a lot of respect for that. These two men want to win this match the right way.
There's no time for that.
I know what you're thinking. It may be the same thing Logan's thinking, that there's no honor among thieves. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know.
Thomas's approach here, just letting them wear themselves out, get gassed, and you can watch again for the end and get the win.
And that's an arm drag right there, deep arm drag. They're exchanging arm drags right now, making Ricky Steamboat proud, I'm sure. Going to that time by Moss. Miller under Moss that time. Oh, he didn't get it, man. He blocked it. Staring eye to eye. At a stalemate, shoulder tackle, both men down. Beautiful exchange that time. Miller tried to get back up. He could not get back up. Could it be that Miller is already tired to dive outside the ring? Extreme is down. I don't know the Holiday was aiming for Extreme, but that's where he ended up. So we've got two men on the floor now. We've got two men in the ring. Don't be surprised if one of these men decides to go out. Extreme and Holiday are biding their time. Again, we're seeing some cooperation from these two. They're not even going at it right now. I got to question the intelligence factor behind this. Why would they try to gain an advantage? Wait a minute. What's Miller going out?
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God. Oh, he caught the ring apron. It looked like maybe the back of Miller's head caught the ring apron. Of course, we know that the ring apron right there, the corner of the ring, is the hardest part of the ring. And Moss is coming out.
I think
he
the
got
hardest part
stopped.
of the ring is Terry Hudson's head.
That could very well be true. But I'm not going to tell him you said that. Terry's a great guy. Great ring announcer. Thomas is up.
Oh.
Thomas is down. He could have tweaked his knee that time. Moss go behind. Waistlock now. Extreme trying to work his way out of it. Much of pro wrestling is a game of chess, as we know. Trying to match one move after another. Trying to gain positioning, which is what these two men are attempting to do now as the match tends to slow down. Swinging neck breaker that time. Puts Moss down, but Extreme is feeling the pain as well. Matthew Miller is back in.
Very opportunistic there.
Holiday, again, biding his time. Again, Logan, I got to question how smart it is to cooperate with anybody in a match such as this. But I will say the Holiday's smart to take his time and to take a breather and compose himself on the outside of the ring.
I really like John to win this thing.
John is he's absolutely and now Matthew's back in the corner. There we go, he's down. John Matthews, who's also been known as Matthew Miller in the past. He's been a young man who's been something of a conundrum in terms of who he is as a pro wrestler. Nice bulldog that time, and Miller is down hard to the mat.
The great Alexander is the AK Alexander right now.
Yes, sir. And again, folks, John Matthews, a.k.a. Matthew Miller, a.k.a. the man that is rolling out of the ring to try to get a breather right now. Oh, he's still in the corner. There he is. There he is. Extreme now coming off on Moss and Kid Holiday. I don't know what he was going for that time, but I think he missed it.
Very heads-up move by Kid Holiday there.
Yes, sir.
You know, I have him picked to win this.
I think you've bounced around. Is the ref going to be the next pick to win, or what's going on here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, we're back to the action here, folks. Moss is up and over the top rope. Holiday's on his feet. He's the only one on his feet right now. He could be perhaps gaining an advantage here. He could be nearing the end of this thing. Going for a power bomb. He almost dropped him.
An assist and then a takedown.
Moss actually helped him that time. Moss would be fine if he power bombed him. Again, folks, this is every man for himself. Holiday showing some flashes of brilliance here. 2.5 that time. The referee almost got taken out. Got to be careful how many times you touch the official. If the referee deems it to be intentional, you will be disqualified.
Had a chop there.
Yes, sir. John Matthews. I'm doing it again. Again, Matthews is a conundrum, folks. I can't say it enough to you. Oh, my God. Beautiful cutter that time. Put him straight down. That could be it. He's a great kid. He's a nice kid. He's not very approachable. He tends to keep to himself. Not very sure of who he is. One knee code breaker that time. Took him straight down. John Matthews is in a bad way right now, folks. Extreme and TGA back to their feet. TGA with a nice go behind. Knee lift that time. Got him hooked. Shoulder breaker.
So who's the least beat up person at this point?
I would say that would probably be the referee at this point. So, fans, fatal four-way, as we said before, to open the night, to open the show here, HVW Resurrected, January 25th, 2020. This is our return to the professional wrestling sport here in Western North Carolina. Tom Clark joining you here tonight, along with Logan Lockhart. Calling the action here ringside. The fatal four-way, the opening bout of the night, as all four men are attempting to get back up and get back into this match. Hard right that time. They're exchanging rights.
This is like the punch that never ends.
Yes, sir. The punch heard around the world, or at least around this ring. Nice chop that. Now they're exchanging chops. My God. That'll wake you up or put you to sleep maybe. One of the two. Thomas breaks it up with a couple of knee lifts that time. Thomas and Holiday working in concert now on John Matthews. Putting Matthews up in the corner.
They make an interesting tag team.
I completely agree. That might be, I don't know that they've tagged together in the past, but this little bit of cooperation has been very interesting and impressive, to say the least.
And the extreme teams.
Yes, sir. Moss, you've got to believe Moss is perhaps playing chicken right now. Yes, sir. He was watching. Nice veteran move by Moss, biding his time so he can do this. Are we going to see a tower suplex? No, sir. We've got Holiday trying to fight his way out of it. Crowd's somewhat disappointed. I think they were waiting for something huge right there. Moss and Holiday going, look at that, show of athleticism. Nice takedown from the top rope.
Goodness.
Fans showing appreciation for that. This match is once again at a standstill, folks. Every man for himself. There's no title involved here. There's no titles currently in high-velocity wrestling. That will change in the coming months. But you got to believe, Logan, if there's a title to be fought for, these four men should be in the running based on this match alone so far.
What about social media manager? Is that a title that can be fought for?
It's entirely possible, but I think the guy that has it's keeping it, and nice that time. Moss right back up, extreme. I dropped him straight on his head that time. Moss could be out cold.
It's too early to pin anybody. Come on.
John Matthews now going for another cutter of his own that time. Extreme is down. Holiday, look out, Matthews. Here he comes. Holiday back. Backstabber that time. Puts Matthews down hard to the mat. Holiday is regaining a vertical base here. He's fired up.
Oh, my God.
And just ate a super kick from TGA. Extreme, look this. Extreme threw him out, but TGA's right back in. Extreme doesn't know he's there. He knows now. Goes for a clothesline. Go behind that time. Another go behind. Extreme going for a backslide, perhaps. He may have him here. Two.
Slow count.
I thought that was it. Beautiful. Inverted cutter that time. That could be it, too. That's it. We have your winner here, folks. The great Alexander Moss has won his debut match in HVW. He has won the first match of the night here at Resurrected.
And let's not I'm a 1-for-1 tonight as well.
Well, I'll tell you this.
I picked him to win.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Yes, sir. Alexander's fired up. And I'll tell you this, folks.
He's about to jump out of the building.
TGA deserved this win. He fought hard to get it. But we have to give kudos. John Matthews, Kid Holiday, Thomas Extreme, all 4 men gave everything they had to win this match. This is what it is. This is what pro wrestling is here in High Velocity Wrestling, folks. We want to win. It's about winning the night. It's about winning the match. Winning matches are still important here in pro wrestling, obviously. For some companies, it doesn't matter too awful much. It matters here. The men and women of High Velocity Wrestling want to win.
Who is this gorgeous damsel that just entered in stage right?
You should know who this gorgeous damsel is because she shares your last name.